Welcome back to the channel. This is formerly known as Quick TV Business. Now it's Makai. Welcome back. I also I just want to start off by saying this. Okay, I want to start off by saying this. I am still continuing my celibacy. I am not in the best health. I actually have a lot of like mental health issues that are going on. A lot of fornication, stuff like that. I also have people. I have schizophrenia, so I have I hear things that aren't really there, and I always go check to go see because you never know what it really is. I go check to see what it is, and usually it's never nothing, or it might be something that I heard. Just want to let that be known. I do say things out of my head sometimes, but I try not to because I can go far sometimes, and I apologize if you ever hear me say anything like that on the channel or in any way, form. Just want to let you know that right now. Also, I have like the schizophrenia is bad. Sometimes it's like it's gonna kill me and stuff like that. I ignore it, right? It's not real, so I just ignore it. Most times, and I might respond. If I do respond, ignore me. But I just want to say that that's a little FYI about me, a little thing, introduction about myself, because I do not spill too much about myself on this channel, which I am trying to do. I am trying to get y'all know me, and hopefully, grow a great community in this YouTube stuff. But other than that, this video is about self-love, self-appreciation, making sure you take care of yourself. I mean, you should be taking care of your body, obviously. You should be taking showers daily, twice a day, brushing your teeth, washing your face, eating correctly, doing stuff that you're supposed to be doing, and when you're not doing it. We all have ups and downs, and sometimes we're going them down, sometimes we're going through ups. For the most part, I want to let you know that if you're watching this video, it's all love, okay? It's all love, okay? I wish the best for you, obviously, because I went out your way. This might be on your suggestions. You might be like, who's this guy? You might accidentally click here, and you're like, what the heck is this? What is he talking about? What are you talking about? All that bull crap and stuff, save it, okay? You don't have to say too much, but all I wanted to let you know is like, bro, appreciate you for tuning in, okay? But get to the topic. It's self-love. So what I'm saying is, if you love yourself more than anybody else, you are 10 times, 20 times more likely to be more happy than the next man. Because if you don't love yourself, if you don't put in the time for yourself, if you don't appreciate your values, you might feel something's a little weird that you do, and you're like, oh, I do it all the time. And then if you appreciate it, or if you want to stop a habit, you stop the habit, and like you're like, oh, I love my commitment to what I want to be, what I want to see, I foresee myself being in the future, bro. That's the best thing that you can do. If you improve yourself daily, taking increments, doing what you need to do, stepping up, okay? You're not always perfect. Nobody's always perfect. I myself, I strive to be perfect. No one is perfect. There's not a single soul on this earth that is perfect, okay? And I do strive to be perfect. I want to be the best version of me always, and cut out all distractions and stuff. But I realize as I'm doing this, as I'm cutting stuff out, I'm losing parts of me that I loved in myself. I used to have a hot mouth. I used to love talking smack, on video games. And as of lately, I decided on cutting that out. I just didn't want to promote any negativity and stuff. But I've been getting like real bashed lately, so when I'm getting bashed, I sometimes let my anger explode, man. I haven't been doing that since a long time, man. I started meditating and everything, and it really surprised me when I realized I remembered my old self where I used to do this all the time, and then I would let myself take it too far, and then end up getting into fights and causing more problems, wasting time, and that, I mean, some people are, for all be it, if that's you, bro, and you love doing that, stay doing that, okay? I understand. Like I understand you love it, and what do I have to say about what you do? You know what I mean? It's your life. You live it the way you want to, and I try to stay out the way of people's stuff. If you, whether it's legal or illegal, bro, it doesn't, as long as it's not bothering me, if it's not causing me pain, and it's pushing me, it's pushing my moral down. If I feel foggy because of what you're doing, I'm not gonna get in the way of it, man. It's none of my business. I try to stay out of your business, although that may change in the future, man. I might decide on being a little more strict towards what I do, which I probably will. So the point is, I try hard to change myself. I'm in the process of going from a very, very hot-headed. I was in mental hospitals for a while. I was going in and out of mental hospitals. I was in the hospital a lot. I went through a lot of therapy, stuff like that, and I realized the more I talk, the more I speak to myself, and I just talk myself up, and don't let things, I'm not saying let it slide, let things just be. It's more as in talk your way through things, more than rather than trying to letting people bash you, and then you get real hot one day and you end up letting out a punch. No, man, you just you give your little comment, you talk about it, and you explain your feelings, explain how you feel about it. And if you don't feel anything at that moment, you kind of just you say your opinion on the opinion, you think about it. And your first thought, your instincts, what you usually think off the bat are usually terrible ideas, unless you're really working on that, and you're constantly doing it. But if it's usually not the best idea, it's usually influenced by something that's either negative or positive, but mostly negative. And that's the focus. It's more just your initial thought should be thought through. You should obviously talk about something you're doing, and that's the initial, and then you rethink it, you correct it, you say it over and over, and you say what's really wrong with the situation, because it might feel correct. You might think this is the most amazing idea ever, and then you put it to pen to paper, and you're like, what was I thinking? Because now you're thinking it through. Now you're about to go through the action. You're about to follow through with what you're about to say to do. The thing that you initially thought was the best idea in the world could have been the most terrible idea ever that you ever did. I want to say this, like I mentioned this earlier before, and earlier in this video, I mentioned that social media is heavily influencing what you do. I actually made a new Twitter. I cut out all distractions. I used to have the fights on my phone and stuff like that. I get it here and now on the For Now and now For You, and I might click on it, and I'm just like, what the heck, and then I just pass by it. If you just focus on self-love. I got profiles about reading books and some quotes that are sustain, like they sustain your standard, and you constantly remind yourself of that every time. Don't let social media demoralize yourself, because that is a very, very big problem now. people go on social media putting up an act and then get off their social media and it's happy and smiles when they were just trying to take you down, take you out of your life. So you have to, I swear, just have to protect yourself, man. And that's all I have. It's Makai, man, and I love y'all, man. Peace.